Hello and welcome to our phone negotiation training video where I'm going to demonstrate to you the right way to talk to a motivated seller. Now, over the years, I personally talked with thousands and thousands of potential sellers, and through pure trial and error, I've created the phone negotiation process that you're about to watch. Now, I have my beautiful wife Shannon playing the role of the seller, and yours truly will be the investor. The backstory is this. I sent out my magic bullet postcards to all the absentee owners with high amounts of equity in my target zip codes, and Shannon received one. She used to live in the house that she's now thinking about selling, but has recently married and moved in with her new husband. They attempted to turn their old house into a rental, but being a landlord was a lot tougher than they thought it was going to be, so now they're thinking about selling. Watch as I read my script and how I lead the conversation. If Shannon starts to stray too much away from the direction I want her to go, I'm going to pull her back in and resume reading from the script. It's your job as the clever investor to focus on building rapport, gathering property info, identifying motivation, setting an appointment to view the property, and establishing a preliminary price for the property, all on this first phone call. This doesn't have to be a one phone call close where you get the seller to say yes to your offer right away. A lot of times it's a multiple phone call close. But if you follow my script, you're going to achieve all 5 objectives. I can't stress this enough. If done correctly, this first phone call is going to get you the deal. This is the art of negotiating, Cody Sperber style, and I can't wait to dive into the training. So let's begin, and throughout the call, I'm going to stop before or after I ask certain questions to explain their importance to you as the investor. Hello, this is Cody from CodyBuysHouses.com. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I received one of your postcards in the mail, so I thought I'd give you a call and see what you were going to offer me.
Great, and who am I speaking with?
My name is Shannon.
And Shannon, what's the best phone number to call you back at in case we get disconnected?
480-555-1234.
Okay, and I want to pull your property up in my system. What's the address of the property you're looking to sell us here today?
It's 555 Main Street. That's in Phoenix, 85037.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Now, Shannon, tell me, are you the main decision maker on the property, or do you have a significant other or a business partner that needs to be involved in this conversation?
No, I'm the only owner, but my husband will definitely be helping me make any decisions.
Okay, well, can we get your husband on the phone so we can all be on the same page?
I don't think that's necessary. I can tell him everything tonight when he gets home from work.
Awesome. Okay, great. So tell me, what's happening in your life to make you want to sell your house to us here today?
Well, my dad purchased the house for me when I got out of college. I lived in it for a while until I got married and moved in with my husband. So we decided to rent it out to a lady who stopped paying after 3 months. Then we cleaned it back up, we re-rented it to a different guy, and then he stopped paying and moved out in the middle of the night. It's just been a mess.
Wow, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's not. And he left a bunch of his crap behind. He smoked in the house. We told him not to do that. I'm pretty sure he had a dog because the carpets are definitely destroyed.
I'm sorry to hear that. So what you're telling me, Shannon, is that you realize how tough it can be being a landlord, and now that this house is becoming more work than it's worth to you, you should just sell it and cash out. Am I hearing you right?
Yes, exactly.
And you mentioned that your dad purchased the house for you. Is it in your name or is it in his?
Oh, it's in mine. It was a gift.
Jeez, can I get adopted by your dad? That's some gift. Man, you're a very lucky daughter, but I can understand why you don't want to go back in and make more repairs just to keep on having to deal with, like tenants and toilets. Well, what I'm doing right here is focusing on building rapport and softly agitating her housing pain. I'm doing this through active listening, which is the concept of saying the seller's name, repeating what they just said to you in your own words, and then asking engaging questions that result in a yes answer. Okay, so Shannon, let me ask you this. If we were able to reach a fair deal and we could pay cash for your property, how fast do you want to receive your money? I mean, can you afford to wait and close in the next month or two? Or would you rather close really quickly and get paid as fast as 7 days?
Well, I guess it depends on what you're going to offer me. I mean, I'm sick of arguing about this with my husband. I would really love to get rid of it quickly.
I could tell you're a smart lady, Shannon, and I'm confident we can get a win-win deal worked out fast. Just let me tell you this. One of the biggest benefits of working with experienced buyers like us is that we can close on any day you'd like and we can pay cash. And the best part is, whatever number we agree upon, it's going to be a net number to you. And what that means is you're not going to have to pay any realtor fees or closing costs. And if any repairs happen to be needed, we'll even take care of those too. The bottom line, Shannon, is when you sell your house to us, you're going to get paid a fair price and you're going to pocket the full amount that we agree upon. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is.
Now, let me ask you, do you currently have a loan on the property or is it owned free and clear?
I don't think there's a loan. I'm pretty sure my dad just paid cash for it.
Great. Okay, awesome. So tell me a little bit more about your property. How many beds and baths does it have?
3 beds, 2 baths.
Okay. Does it have a garage or a pool in it?
There's no pool.
And approximately what's the square footage in the year built?
It's about 1,300 square feet. I think it was built in 1995. I'm not sure about the year built.
Awesome. That's okay, Shannon. I know you're not a construction expert, but if you were to guess the amount of improvements or repairs that the home needs, would you say that it could use a light remodel, a medium remodel, or does it need a full remodel?
I would say medium. It definitely needs some work.
Medium, perfect. So pretending you had a big old pile of cash, just a big pile of cash, what are a few of the things that you'd have fixed up?
Well, like I said, the carpets definitely need replaced.
Okay.
It really stinks in there. The house is getting older. It probably needs some paint. There's definitely updating in the bathroom, probably the kitchen too. I replaced the water heater about a year ago, and we replaced a bunch of the roof tiles, so I know the roof's in good condition. The only other thing is the backyard is really boring. It's just grass.
Okay. Okay, got it. I could see why you wouldn't want to take on all that work and expenses needed to get the house ready to sell through a real estate agent. The good news is that my business partner and I were up for any challenge, so I'm confident we can come to terms that benefits you but still allows us to earn an honest living. Now, Shannon, let me ask you this. Knowing all the benefits of selling to experienced buyers like us and realizing that you don't want to deal with non-paying tenants or constantly repairing an aging property, what's the absolute lowest amount that you'd be willing to take right here if we were to pay all cash for the property today?
I'm not 100% sure. What do you think you would offer me?
What I'm about to do is overcome her objection of not wanting to tell me a price while at the same time begin to refer to my higher authority. Having a higher authority in the conversation allows you to be on the same side of the equation as the seller while making the so-called higher authority the bad guy. This is one of the most important tips that I can give you in order to make your job as a negotiator easier. Well, Shannon, while I do wish that I could personally make you an offer on the property, unfortunately, I'm not the person with the deep pockets who would be funding the cash purchase. My business partner, she funds all of our properties, and it's my job to sort through all the phone calls that we get to figure out which ones have the potential to be a win-win deal. So while I could throw out a number that I know we can pay, the truth is it would probably be a lower number than you would want to hear, and I just don't want you to hang up the phone on me. So it would really help me to help you if we can get at a good starting point. I don't need an exact number, and I understand that nothing's ever final, but so I can bring this deal to my partner, what's a ballpark number that you'd be willing to accept?
Well, I talked about it last night with my husband, and I think we finally decided the absolute lowest we would take is $165,000.
What I'm about to demonstrate is a negotiating trick that I call the blow. Listen up, you're going to want to do this. If done correctly, it'll typically result in a price drop right out of the gate. You're going to want to do this immediately after the seller finally throws out a number at you. Here's how it works. Okay, Shannon. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000. 165,000 Are you sure $165,000 is the lowest number that I could take to my partner? Because I'd definitely love to help you out and come to terms on a win-win deal, but we're looking at a lot of properties right now, and at first glance, that amount could be a little high for me to get my business partner on board with. From what you're telling me, I hear that you want to sell your house quickly so you can avoid making any more repairs and continually dealing with non-paying tenants. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we are definitely over being a landlord.
Now, Shannon, my partner definitely is a fair gal, but if I'm going to take this to her, I hope you're willing to be a little bit flexible. So if I were to go to bat for you and get a deal accepted here today, how much would you really need in your pocket to make this a win-win, considering that you won't have to pay for any realtor fees or closing costs or repairs?
Well, I guess the absolute lowest we could take is $150,000.
Okay, thanks for being flexible. I appreciate that. At this point, Shannon, it seems like I have enough information for me to start my research, and the good news is that in most cases, we do end up being the best solution for the homeowners. And I just want to give you a little background about our company. My business partner and I, we've been buying properties in your area for a long time now. We always treat the sellers with the same respect we would if we were buying a property from one of our own family members. We use our own money, and since we don't need to apply for any sort of bank financing or get a bank loan, we can move very quickly. Isn't that refreshing to hear?
Yeah, it is. I have to admit, I was a little bit nervous about calling you guys.
Don't worry about a thing. You're in good hands. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate the opportunity you're giving us to earn your business here today, and I look forward to the chance to helping you out. And let's see here. I'm going to be in your area tomorrow, and I'd love to just stop by, check out the property, meet you, get to know you better, and shake your hand. Does 10 a.m. work better for you, or is 1 p.m. better?
I'll have to double check with my husband, but I think 1 o'clock should work for us.
Great. Let me get to work on this, and I'm going to call you back around 5 o'clock so we can discuss what I'm seeing online. Now, Shannon, I could tell that you're somebody who's going to be very easy to work with, and I probably don't even have to ask, but just to confirm, are you sure that 5 o'clock is going to work for you?
Yeah, that'll work.
Great. Thanks so much. I have a lot of properties to look at, so I really appreciate that.
Okay, great. Talk to you then.
All right. Thanks. Bye now.
Okay, bye.
As you can see, by having a script, we lead the seller throughout the conversation and we set them up psychologically to sell their property to us. But this is only the first phone call, and there are many more steps that you're going to need to take before you get the seller to lower their price significantly enough and sign a contract with you. We have many more training videos in store for you, but as you can see, you can't find this type of negotiation training anywhere else but at Clever Investor. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.